Hey there, Roger here, and I'm here with Troy because we're just getting ready to put on our 2-day natural persuasion sales method intensive. And we've been getting a few questions. So what I wanted to do was do this quick video where we're going to cover the 10 most popular questions that we get about the program. So we can really give you a clear idea of if this is something that's for you. So let's dive right in. And the first question that we've been getting with people is, what does beta mean? What does it mean that this is the beta program? And how's that different from the regular programs it's going to be? And how is my experience going to differ? And so, Troy, if you don't mind, I'll start with this one. So what the beta means is that this is our first time putting on this 2-day intensive specifically. And our goal with this program is to take, and this is why we're only limiting it to 10 people max, because our whole goal is to get you results. We want the first people through this program to become our testimonials and our case studies for this program. We want to be able to point to you to show off the results that you can get, because we know how transformative this content can be. So what the beta means for you is that we're keeping it to a small group because we're going to be able to really give you that one-on-one attention to make sure that everything that's being taught, everything that's being covered is very, very clear for you, and that you have a clear, perfect understanding of how to actually implement it in your business. So the beta is actually a very exciting thing for you. If you're one of the first 10 people to come through, not only are you going to get a little more of that one-on-one touch, a little more of that care and effort, because we're going to spend more time with you because it's that smaller group, but it means you're also getting the program at a smaller investment. In the future, when Troy and I decide to put on more of these programs, there will definitely be a higher cost of entry. But because this is the beta, because we really want to bring you through and get you the results, you actually get a limited time, lower cost of investment on the front end. Troy, is there anything you want to talk about when it comes to being a beta program?
Well, I think it's very well explained, Roger. Thanks. The other thing I would add for everyone listening, at least at this point of what Roger and I are doing, is when it's a beta opportunity, what it means, even more significantly, is it allows you to be in that intimate group and to have really, if you can imagine, even more one-on-one time with Roger and myself. And there's a lot of value in there because so many things are discovered and improved when we have these one-on-one interactions. Roger and I have proved that time and time again. You know, in the future, when we have these programs, these groups, we could have 30, we could have 40 or more people in there, depending on what we decide. So really the timing of this for people who recognize the value of that added attention is so important. So I wanted to mention that as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to having that one-on-one direct time, answering questions and helping to brainstorm. I mean, my absolute favorite thing to do, every time I go out with friends who are also entrepreneurs, and Sarah's always trying to get me to stop because I can't help but just start brainstorming ideas and things to do to promote and ways to get more traffic and ways to change your message. And it's just a passion of mine. So I'm really looking forward to doing that a lot in this beta group and helping people really understand how they can implement this material. And so that really leads to the next question that we get a lot, which is why the intensive? When people look at the schedule, this is going to be 2 full days. It's not broken up over weeks. It's not watch a video here, watch a video there. This is 2 full hands-on days that we're going to have people and work with them and take them through this. And so my favorite thing about this and why I really wanted this beta to be that immersion, to be that in 2-day intensive program is because, again, we want you to transform your business in this 2 days with us. We don't want you to just come away feeling like you got some good ideas. We don't want you feeling like, oh, you know what? I think I'm going to implement this and that might really help me. No, no, no. Our goal is to have you come out of this 2 days with a newfound confidence, a newfound clarity on direction in your business, where you're going to be able to charge what you're worth, have momentum, get more sales, work with better clients, charge what you're worth. We want you to come out of this with a completely different outlook and approach to your business. And we're going to make sure we give you the tools that you need to do that. But by doing this immersive 2 days, by spending this time with us and working through it, we're not just going to tell you what to do. We're going to show you and then hold you by the hand and help you implement, help you practice, help you get that clear game plan of where to go after the 2 days with us. And I think you can only get that experience if you're immersed in it. And Troy, I know you have a lot of experience with different training programs and the immersion. And I know you're really strongly feel it's a benefit as well.
Oh, absolutely. Because this isn't just going to be an experience around selling. This is going to be, as you said, it's going to start from the very foundation. And for those people that listen, for those people that take action, right from their core offers, improving their offers. And there will be some amazing aha moments. There'll be light bulbs going on all over the place here. And it's going to start with your mindset. It's going to start with how you focus on your business. And we're going to be introducing everyone to some very new things in terms of how to nurture their business and their relationships going forward. There's going to be some very exciting moments for everyone in this program when they really have that aha moment about, I can improve my business this way or this way. And it's going to be a lot of fun too. Like it's just, we get such a kick for everyone listening, both Roger and I, about interacting with people. And I'm exactly the same way as Roger is when I'm out and I see something or I hear what someone says, and there's just that burner in the background that goes on, and you want to interact with people, and you come up with ideas and suggestions, and everyone will benefit from that coming into this program.
Well, and that actually, speaking of the fun we're going to have, I think leads into one of the probably the most common question that I actually get, which is, what makes this program different than other things out there? And I think one of my favorite points about it is really what you just mentioned, Troy, where we're going to have fun. This isn't come to class, sit down, get your notebooks out and take notes. Although, of course, you're going to be taking notes and we have worksheets for you to fill out and everything. But it really is that interaction. It's that back and forth with you where we're going to work with you to help you implement these things in your business. And if you've been watching anything that Troy and I have been doing up to this point, I think you can start to feel that it's a very relaxed energy between us. We don't want to sell you or convince you or do anything like that. We want to serve. And the whole 2 days that you're going to be with us in this beta program, Troy and I are just going to be serving.
And when you say that, that you and I have a relaxed discussion, a focused discussion together, I want everyone to know that we're going to be very focused on each person that is in this original group. And, everything that we just talked about, not only from our collective experience, Roger, in terms of what we offer, where we're coming from, we both come from backgrounds of very unique ways to grow someone's business. And I think people will identify with that, they'll benefit from it, and they're also going to be able to, as they go through this, they'll have the ability to be more and more of themselves as they interact with their clients and their prospective clients. And It's going to be refreshing. People are going to see that we throw away all the nonsense out there about the hard selling techniques and different ways to grow your business that don't allow you to be comfortable in doing any of it. And, you know, as we all go through the itinerary of what we're doing over these 2 days, it's going to be a significant difference from, if anyone who comes into this original group has been in other programs, they're going to see this as significantly different from most, if not everything else out there. And they're also going to be able to see and experience how you and I interact with them and how different that will be. And to me, that's one of the main reasons that makes this program as special as it is.
I agree with you. And when you said that, where you get to be yourself, yeah. I think that can't be stated strongly enough. Where so many trainings out there, I see them all the time. They tell you to be a certain way, act a certain way, speak a certain way, do a certain thing, even down to how to present yourself, your energy, your words. And I think that can tend to really lead people down a path that doesn't get them results. Because if you're not comfortable, 100% comfortable with not just what you're doing, but how you're doing it, you're not going to get the results that are promised to you. And Troy, what drew me to you in the first place and why we're working together now was you teach the fundamental principles that people don't need to change who they are and how they are to implement. People can take what you teach and integrate it with how they are as people, how they're comfortable communicating, speaking, sharing their message, and get the results that you're talking about without ever having to lose themselves. And to me, that's one of the greatest gifts you offer people. It's why I'm so excited to be doing this with you. I think it's a gift you have. And again, why I'm so excited for people to come through and see how different this approach is. Because it's not about cookie cutter, do these things, follow these scripts that we've followed to success, and you're going to have success. It's, here are these fundamentals. Here's the outline and the guidelines and the frameworks of how to do it. And let's together figure out how this is going to integrate into your unique business with your unique personality. And which actually leads me to another common question that a lot of people get is, how do I know this is going to work for me? How do I know this program is going to give me results? So Troy, what would you say to someone who asks you that?
Well, you know, it's a question, probably one of the number one questions that we hear. And for people who are listening, if you're in business, whether or if you have a current business or you're thinking of starting a business, and in that area, if you're going to be offering professional services, programs, trainings, courses, or if you have a business that currently is even more brick and mortar, working with the public, this is definitely going to help you. And the reason I say that, if you think for a moment, if you're at this point after listening to what Roger and I have talked about at length, and now you're listening to this, something's triggered inside of you. Something has made you come to this point where you feel, you believe that either you or those that work with you aren't communicating the way that they should with potential clients. And if that's the case, this is something you not only need, but something that you should definitely take action on as soon as you can, because it's going to help you get that clarity and those real life steps to grow your business first and foremost, and also do it in a very, very natural way. And you're going to find that by doing this, the people that raise their hand to work with you are going to be the right clients for you, higher quality clients. And I know I speak for Roger when I say that we can 100% assure you of that. And that's why I would say, again, if you're listening to this and what I just said resonates with you, then it would be something that would be a wise investment for you.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people, one of the number one objections I get anytime I do something is, okay, I get that, but what if my business is different? What if I can't implement these things in my business? And
Mm-hmm.
I think so many people have this idea that, and because of course, all our businesses are unique. But what you're talking about really are these general principles and fundamentals that if you're offering any kind of product or service, especially a higher ticket item product or service, no matter what other unique intricacies of your business there are, whether it's a heavily regulated industry or something people haven't heard of before, maybe there's a high barrier to entry for your customers, whatever makes your business unique. What we're talking about here are principles that no matter what are going to help you find better clients, clients you enjoy working with, clients that are happy to refer you,
Yeah.
clients that are a joy to speak with. And I think, I know I've had experience with this. I won't speak for you, Troy, but in the past, I've done business where I didn't communicate properly. I didn't have the right system set up. And I ended up working with a lot of clients that were headache clients. And it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of energy, and drains you, but it wasn't their fault. It was mine. I wasn't communicating my message properly, and I didn't know a lot of the things that we're going to be teaching here in this 2-day intensive. And so I think even if you feel like your business is unique, you're going to get a lot out of these 2 days.
Yeah. And you know, to add to that, a couple things. One, regardless of your business, as you said, your mindset needs to be in the right place with how you do business and who you do business with. And we're going to solve that with you. And this is for anyone who really wants to work with their clients in an authentic way, serving and advising their clients. And as anyone can see, just by coming through the process that Roger and I put together, that this is different already. This isn't a listen to this, give us your money, and then we'll talk to you more. This is about, for Roger and I, we're actually embodying what we are going to be sharing with you in terms of we do this differently. We want to serve. We want to advise you. We've shared so much information already. If you've watched all of our information and our training that we've shared with you, and even in this Q&A, there's gold in here if you listen. But we're also doing this, as we'll show you, each of you, because we want the right individuals to come in and work with us. You know, we want people who are ready to serve in an authentic way. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people get caught up in, and because let's face it, it's a heavily competitive world right now, almost regardless of what business you're in. I mean, with the connectiveness we have with the world, we're no longer competing within our own little geographical locations. Even if you're brick and mortar, you're competing with Amazon, you're competing with the globe, you're competing with people buying something halfway across the world on eBay and shipping it. So because of that, competition is heavier than ever, and it's harder and harder to stand out. There's a lot of noise out there. And so I think we can tend to fall into this almost desperate feeling within where we feel we need to get whatever customers we can get. And we need to work with anyone who's willing to work with us. And it doesn't have to be that way. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. There are some simple things you can do that'll help you separate yourself from that noise, separate yourself from 95% of the competition out there. And that's really a lot of what this 2 days is about. We want to make sure that regardless of your business, we're going to show you how to break through that noise. We're going to show you how to not feel like you need to work with everyone who comes your way, how you can be selective, how you can get to the point where you're able to choose to work with the right kind of customer. And now, Troy, we also touched briefly on different types of businesses. What about people with sales teams already? Are there people able to join us for this weekend?
You know, if we want to provide the time and attention to everyone that comes into the program. But someone listening here has their business, and you have a salesperson that works with you, whether they meet people in person or in meetings, online meetings, or on the phone, and you want them to come and go through this immersion with you. I know I speak for Roger that I think it's a great idea. If you have someone that is doing the sales, someone who's involved in lead generation, someone who's doing your follow-up or should be, they're going to benefit amazingly from this opportunity. And my reaction is very much yes. If there's obviously, if there's more than one or two team members that they'd like to bring in, it would be helpful for Roger and I to know that before we start, because we want to make sure that, again, it's what makes us different. We want to make sure everyone gets that one-to-one attention from us. Anything you want to add to that, Roger?
Yeah, actually, I agree with you. And I want to dive a little deeper into that one-on-one attention we're talking about. Because I think a lot of people say that, and you're going to get attention, and it ends up being just a general Q&A, and you get lost in the noise. I want people to understand that even though it's 2 days, each day is broken up into different chunks, different modules. And the way that we've designed this program is after we cover one certain content module, we're going to take time and we're going to do a Q&A right at the end of it. And we're going to make sure that before you have any time to try to implement it, to work through it, whatever it is, that you understand 100% what was taught and have a good idea of what's expected and how you can implement it into your business. And we're going to do that every step of the way. So not only throughout as we're teaching are we going to be able to interact, but we're going to have specific times at the end of every one where we get to answer your questions. And that's why, of course, if you have a team of 8 people, we'll need to talk about it, because we don't want 40 people for this first one because of the time that's involved. But if you have a partner or a significant other building this business with you, or you have a key salesperson, absolutely, we want them to be a part of this with you, because they're going to be an integral part of you implementing this. And again, we don't just want to have you invest in our program, have us just teach you and leave. We are committed to you getting results. And that's one of the things we're doing.
Yeah. And what you just said there, Roger, is so important. Again, for everyone listening, that is why this is so unique. And that is why I'm so excited to be able to go into this journey with Roger, because we're so much on the same page. Where, how is it different? Well, you invest so much out there with different programs, you get some information, and you're left on your own in a desert of trying to find water for your business, so to speak. Here, as Roger says, we're going to be right there with you. Every step of everything that we cover, we're going to be making sure that you've got clarity and you've got action steps. And we're as excited as you should be about how that's going to go, because it's going to be just an incredible immersion for everyone involved.
And I'm glad you actually brought that up, Troy, because one of the reasons why I'm so excited for this 2-day event is not only are we going to take the time with you to answer your questions and make sure you get it, you understand, you're clear, and are able to actually start implementing immediately. We even have a whole section on the second day where we're going to put you in the hot seat, and we're all going to work with you on your business and how you can implement the ideas from day one and how you can work this. We're going to brainstorm with you as a group. On top of that, what we've done is, again, and when you said this, Troy, it made me think of this, where we don't want to just teach you and leave you to figure it out on your own. We've designed these 2 days where we have the core content that we want to teach you, that we know if you implement this, your sales are going to go up, your customer value is going to go up, your referrals are going to go up, you're going to have momentum, and you're going to enjoy working in your business a lot more. But what we've also done was looked at, when we teach you this, what are all of the things that are going to prevent you in your life and in your business from implementing these things? And we've included those in the program as well. So if that's help with messaging, if that's help with getting the initial traffic and leads in the first place to be able to put into your funnel and sell, if that's even down to having the effort and energy, we're going to help you in there and help you with that. Every reason that might prevent you from being able to implement the things that we're going to teach you, we're making sure we cover. We're making sure, again, you're going to come out of this weekend ready and firing on all cylinders. You're going to be rearing to go. You're going to have a clear path, a clear sense of exactly what to do. So you come out of this weekend, and that night, you're going to be operating your business differently. That's our commitment to you. That's why we're so excited about it. That's why this is so different, because we're so committed to you actually getting results. This isn't about getting your investment. This is about getting your testimonial. This is about getting your case study. We want to point people to you as the example of what can happen in your business when you implement these things. We want this to be truly, truly, truly a win-win-win scenario for everybody involved. So one of the things that comes up often with this, Troy, is if someone's excited and they're watching this, inevitably, there's always the question of, is there a payment plan? What do you say to that?
Well, and I know you and I have talked about this, Roger, because again, for everyone, this is a first-time offer, based on our collective experience of what we're bringing to the market. We presented this, and again, everyone's been listening as to what's involved and the interaction and the hands-on assistance that we're giving. If they really understand what we're bringing to this initial group, we've presented this at, to put it lightly, an extremely reasonable investment. And for that reason, it's a one-time investment, and we're not going to be offering any payment plans on this. That may change as we go forward when prices, investments increase, but for now, for this program, a one-time investment.
Yeah, and I agree, because I 100% believe that if you invest in this program this weekend with us, and you are present and there with us for those 2 days, you are never going to approach your business the same way again. I mean, for the small investment that we're asking for the beta program, just even in the bonuses, like I was just mentioning a moment ago, one of the things that we're going to even work through with people is how to increase your offerings and offers. We're going to help you understand all of the different types of products and services that you can integrate into your business. So if you're offering right now a coaching service, we're going to help you figure out all different types of products and offerings you can offer in your business. Even if you're a brick and mortar business, we're going to show you how you can offer more and give more value to people. And then we're going to show you how to take those offers and turn them into an irresistible offer that your customers are going to beg you to offer them. That right there, which is just a bonus on everything we're going to be teaching you over the 2 days, I think is worth the investment alone for the program. So absolutely, I know it's a lot to ask. Never mind just the initial investment, but the time. We are asking for 2 days of your time. And it's not lost on me the significance of that investment, especially in today's world. Our time, our attention is being dragged in a million different ways. And we appreciate you and appreciate you investing your time and hard-earned money with us. And my guarantee to you is that you are not going to regret it or begrudge it in any way. Our commitment to you is that you will never operate, look at, and be the same in your business again. It's going to be a completely different transformation, a shift. You're going to feel better in your business. Your customers and their interactions with you are going to feel better. You're going to have momentum in your business. And I think one of the best benefits for me that you're going to get out of it is you're going to be able to start charging what you're worth. Even if you have a high ticket program as it is now. I know there are a lot of people out there saying, charge what you're worth, charge what you're worth, charge high ticket. And that's hard for a lot of people because, again, with all that noise out there and all the competition, if you're not doing things a certain way, it's hard not to default back to competing on price, being a commodity, because there are so many people out there that are competing and offering the same kind of promises that you're offering in your business. But what Troy and I are going to show you, this method of approaching your business, of getting traffic and leads and doing the sales and working with your customers, you're no longer going to be a commodity. You're no longer going to be competing on price. You are going to be that 5% different in your market. You are going to become the go-to person. That is what we're going to teach you over this 2 days. And the ongoing value from that is going to be priceless. So I think we've pretty much covered all of the main questions, Troy. One thing that I would like to talk about for a moment with people, because it's something that they ask a lot, is, okay, this is the beta program you're putting together. Is this just a one-time thing? Is it one and done? Is this my only chance? Are you going to be doing other things in the future? What can we expect?
Yeah, for everyone listening, Roger and I, we've talked a lot about this, and we have put an enormous amount of time in putting together all the details for this intensive for those people that join us. Based on the interest that we've gathered thus far, we anticipate that this will be something that will continue going as we move forward. And it's going to evolve over time, because we in ourselves get a lot of value and a lot of different ways through our interaction with people coming into this program. We're going to see even more ways in the future to help people. But things will also evolve as we do this more, as more people become aware of this. The continuing it, yes, the investment will be going up. Most certainly. I mean, this is the very, very beginning point. And those people coming in now, for those of you that are listening, you're really going to benefit from this, from being at the core foundation of us offering for the first time this intensive. And so certainly I know our goal, my goal, Roger's goal is to continue this based on the need that we're feeling now out there from the interest. And I really honestly feel that there isn't a better time to take advantage of this. Anything you want to add, Roger?
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I'm excited to be moving forward. I'm excited for some of the projects we have planned. It's going to be very, very hard, even in the near future, to be able to do something like this beta program again. The one-on-one time and care that we're going to be putting into this, the investment that we're going to be putting into you, it's really going to be something special, and it's going to be intensive, and we are committed to helping you get the results. And as we move forward and as we get more and more people into the program, the content we're going to be teaching, it's going to be valuable, but that one-on-one care, we're just not going to be able to do again. And that's why we're so excited about this beta program. And that's why we're keeping it to a smaller number of people, because it is going to be so interactive. We want to work with you. We really, when Troy and I were putting this program together, we knew we had to do something. We knew we had to get this content out to people because it's what transformed our businesses respectively. I mean, it's still what we use today. This isn't just something we learned and tried once 5 years ago and now decided to teach it. We both still use all of these principles every day in our own businesses. And it's changed everything. It's exciting and it's worked, and it means that we don't have to work with hard clients anymore. And we get to spend more time doing things we actually enjoy in our business. But as it moves forward, we're not going to be able to do that one-on-one that we're doing now. And so we were talking about it, like, how can we do this? Should we do a video course? Should we do it as one-on-one coaching and maybe over a 3-month period of time? And we really, as soon as we thought about doing this 2-day intensive, just sitting with people, a small group of people with the same type of interaction as one-on-one coaching, but with a group setting where we can have multiple examples and multiple people generating ideas. And as we're working through, multiple people having light bulbs and examples of how they can implement, there's no other opportunity. There's no other option for us. This is how we need to launch it. This is how we're going to get you the best possible results, because there's nothing more powerful than when you're in a small, focused group of people where you can hear their ideas. Someone in the group might hear the same content, the same strategy, but because of their unique business, come out with a way of implementing it that we might have not have even ever thought of. And that direction might spark a light bulb for you in your business. And you never know what kind of connections and interactions you're going to get from it. So when we were talking about this, we really got excited because we really feel like what we have right now is the best of all worlds. We want to give you the interaction of one-on-one coaching with the benefit and idea generation that you would get with a mastermind group, and the content follow through and worksheets that you would get in a course. And put those all together, and you've got this two-day intensive that I know if you're thinking about, if this sounds like something you could be excited about and sounds like what you need in your business, then I do invite you to hit the application form, fill out the application form, and apply, and even see if this is the right fit for you in your business, and see if it's going to be something that works for you and your industry. Because I know if you join us for this 2 days, you're never going to look back. Your business is never going to be the same.
And you know, Roger, I don't even know what else I can add to that. That was very well said. But the other thing that I'll throw out there for everybody is, regardless of where you are in your business, everything that you'll discover here, because it will be a discovery for you, is going to benefit you. And the other thing to ask yourself, if you've resonated, if you've enjoyed how Roger and I interact, how we present ideas, how we do this in a very authentic way, just imagine what having 2 days of that intensive training is going to do for you in your business. And with that said, I agree. And as Roger said, please believe in yourself. And sometimes taking that first step is the most important one. And if the application button is still active by the time you've watched this and you're able to come in and do that, give serious thought to doing it, because it could be one of the most important decisions that you've made for your business. So I just wanted to add that.
Well, thank you, Troy. This has been fun. Once again, I always love doing these things with you. I hope people can get the sense by now how enjoyable this process is. And this is what we pull through every aspect of our business. It doesn't have to feel like a grind. It doesn't have to feel like forcing anything. You can have fun in your business. And in fact, I truly believe to get the results you really want to get, and for your customers to get the results that they want to get, you have to bring some fun into it. You have to be comfortable. You have to be true to yourself. As you can see from watching this, even Troy and I, while we're very similar on many lines of thought, and we have the same fundamental beliefs, we are also quite different. I tend to be much more animated and I speak with my hands. That's the French Canadian side of me. And Troy is not like that. And as you're seeing, we don't need to try to be anything we're not. Troy doesn't need to try to be more energetic to sell and try to present and really use your hands and flash and use these kind of words like, no. We're not about the little quick fixes, strategies, techniques, or tricks. This isn't about tricking you into investing with us, and nothing we train is about you trying to trick your customers into doing business with you. It's about filtering through the noise, standing out and really attracting the right kind of people to you so that they raise their hand and ask you to work with them. That's what this is about. It's not about tricking, convincing, forcing, pressuring. It's about getting people to feel good while you feel good and to raise their hand because they believe you when you tell them that you have a solution that can change their lives. Because we know you're good at what you do. You wouldn't be here listening to this if you weren't. But we also know that you could use just a little bit of help finding the right kind of person, getting that kind of person to listen to you long enough to understand how much you can help them, to get that person excited because they understand what you can do for them. That's our mission. That's our goal. And that's what we're going to do over this 2 days. So that's it from me. Troy, do you have any final thoughts?
No, thanks for doing this. I hope people found it helpful. And I'm looking forward to meet everyone who's coming into this first group. It's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you.
It's going to be a blast. Thanks again, Troy. And I look forward to meeting you in the beta.